Please welcome the cast of Downton Abbey. Hugh Bonneville, Michelle Dockery, Laura Carmichael, Jim Carter, and Alan Leach. So let's start with you, Hugh. The movie takes place in 1927. We saw it the other day. It's terrific. And it revolves around the Crawley family and their staff preparing for a royal visit from none other than the King and Queen. So how, at the time when, in 1927, how big a deal would that have been? As big a deal as it would be now?
Probably even more so because it was the beginning. It was the beginning of the period when the royals really realised they had to start reaching out, if you like, to the populace, because what had happened in 1916-17 in Russia was a wake-up call. You know, if you're out of touch with the people can turn on you. And so the royal progress around the country had become a real necessity. And so this idea of the royals coming to Yorkshire, to a house like Downton Abbey, was becoming quite, not common, but it was an important part of the royal calendar.
Yeah, yeah.
They were the celebrities at the time.
Yeah, like, absolutely.
It sort of
Beyonce
reminds
and Jay-Z saying, we're calling over.
I'm so glad you guys are back. You guys were such an escape for all of us when we all needed it. But Michelle,
and it is again, by the way. The movie is an escape right now.
It is. I thought
what we're dealing with in this country.
But it's been a...
Have you been to Britain? Have you seen the mess we're in?
Oh, I know. They're starting to make us look good.
Yeah. We all have our own problems. But Michelle, it's been a few years since you were Lady Mary. Yeah. You've been really busy since. You've been in even some American shows. Godless, you're nominated for an Emmy, from what I hear. Is it hard to slip back into the role of Lady Mary when you are playing such different characters?
Well, I didn't. I mean, it wasn't difficult at all. But because I've been playing Americans for over those 3 years, I sort of had to remind myself a little, like, of her accent and quite how posh she is. Yeah. So in shows like The Crown, it's a very sort of even posher kind of accent, and I sort of found myself at the beginning, even at the read-through, thinking, oh, I think I'm going a little bit too far. But it wasn't difficult. I mean, it was like we'd never left, and we all just kind of slipped back into our
And you guys
character.
seem like, watching you together, you seem like family.
Yeah,
we are. Like you're all great friends.
You do. In fact, Laura, you play Lady Edith, and I hear that you and Michelle are particularly fond of Maggie Smith, the great Maggie Smith, who played the sharp-tongued dowager, the Countess. By the way, she has all the funny lines, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And she knows how to deliver them, boy. So how did you guys keep her entertained? Because she's very entertaining herself.
I mean, she is. We did discover, though, one day that she enjoyed looking at cat memes.
Cat memes?
Yeah, so...
Really?
Yeah, it was just like a funny picture I'd seen on Twitter or something, and I was showing Michelle, and then we showed Maggie, and she thought it was hysterical. And then it sort of became a thing that whenever she was feeling a bit tired or fed up with the day, she'd go, show me the cat again. I need to see the cat. So, yeah, she
She
loved
speaks
it.
for all of us, though.
Exactly.
We love the cat meme.
Exactly.
And Alan, you guys have all been busy, but you were great as Freddie Mercury's love interest on Bohemian Rhapsody. That was fabulous. But you've also been honest about your character as the son-in-law, Tom Branson. He didn't get the ending that you thought he deserved. I think a lot of us felt like he deserved finding love. But you said it was all worth it.
Yeah, I think at the end of the season 6, I really wanted some closure for Branson to see maybe that he would have been happy. I think he's still finding his feet by the end of the show, and luckily enough, when the movie came about, Julian has given him a great storyline in it, and I'm really delighted that he has a little bit more closure by the end of the movie.